Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Talk to Gloss Chigarami TV. And today we're going to get into missed opportunities in CQB when we play Airsoft. This one was a rough one to film for me because, there was a huge missed opportunity, and if I played a little bit better, I would have been able to get both guys out of there in really good fashion. But sometimes it is what it is, and when you do make mistakes, one of the benefits of having video footage or GoPro, whatever the situation is that you can always kind of look back and kind of dial back on what mistakes you pretty much made during that time. So looking back on what I did, one of the things that I was really happy about was I was able to set the pace early by taking out one of the guys, even though my goal was to get both of them at that one time. A lot of the times it doesn't always work out in that way because you think you're going to do something, and then sometimes you overestimate your ability, and oftentimes that leads to bad results, right? So I'm very happy with the kill that I got earlier, even though I wanted both guys. I reloaded and I came back, and one of the things that I realized that looking back on the footage from that particular game that I played was that I didn't really effectively pie and offhand as I would usually do. And sometimes this is definitely something that you have to train and practice in order to get it correct, and you also have to have a good measured patience overall. That way you don't give too much. Sometimes it pays to be aggressive, sometimes it doesn't pay to be aggressive. Oftentimes you try to push, you try to move fast, you try to initiate, and then you get greedy. And sometimes when you get greedy, you get punished. And that definitely happens to me in this particular round, and you're going to see that a little bit later. So one of the most difficult things, especially on this map for me, that makes it really hard is whenever I play here, I find that it's the guys who play hide and seek really well. They tend to, I don't want to say they do well, but they definitely stagnate the game a little bit in a way where you almost feel obligated to play aggressive in order to make something happen. And sometimes it's worth it to initiate, and other times it's it kind of works against you, and it's really one of the most difficult things you can pretty much try to ponder on mid-game, and then you make the mistake and then you get caught, right? Nobody wants to get caught. Everybody wants to survive as long as they can and get as many kills as possible, and that is nice. And we've all had those really good rounds. The last round that I posted was one of my worst rounds, and you guys saw what happened. It's a very tight space to play in, and even after several months of getting used to the environment, every single time you're in there, it's just so dark. You're never able to get used to playing in a space like that. Even whether it doesn't matter whether you're playing with it's 1-on-1 or whatever the case is, or 5-on-5. You always have the same difficulties. If guys are kind of hiding away, it's really difficult. One of the best things I think we can do is every single time we miss an opportunity and we have video footage, we can always go back to it and address what those critical errors were in those situations. We can't change the past, but we can always try to improve on what we do in the future. And the best thing we can do is to keep everything simple, and keep it simple in a way where we can replicate the steps that we take in order to maximize our opportunities for success when we play. And that is the goal here, right? So I once again kind of taking it back to what I used to do before. I bring it back that open form. I would like the guys to kind of sound off in the comment section. What are some of the things you think that I could have done to improve my capabilities in this round? And as you're gonna see, I'm trying to track this guy down, and it's, you know, I'm like chasing a shadow up until the very point where I do find him, and then I make one wrong turn and he ends up killing me, and that's just how the round ends. Spoiler alert, but that's what happens. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my video. There's more content on the way, and we're currently editing a whole bunch of juicy stuff for you, so stay tuned and keep it right where you're at. It's Takashi Grami TV. You know the drill. Thank you guys so much, and see you soon.